Hi, I'm Matt Myers for Bob Habes, and welcome to another Madcap edition of You Be the Critic. If you're nursing a severe hangover and have no idea how this works, here's what up. We take about 500 people and send them to the movies, and then afterwards, we just find out what they think. That's the miracle. This week, our featured movie is The Hangover Part 2. But before we dive in, let's go back in time. Gotta get back in time. We'll set the flux capacitor back 2 years. Marty! When the original Hangover came out in 2009, it scored an astronomical 95% audience approval rating right here on You Be the Critic, making it our highest rated comedy in over 20 years of doing this. The smash hit then went on to gross over $467 million worldwide, becoming The Hangover Part 2 revolves around 3 out of 4 members of the original Wolfpack, Phil, Stu, and Alan, played by Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms, and Zach. I'm not exactly sure how to say his last name, Galifianakis. Thankfully, the weakest character from the first movie, Dougie, he was left out of the mix this time, and it's just Phil, Stu, and Alan that head to Bangkok this time for Stu's wedding. Now, the story for Part 2 is pretty much the exact same thing as the first time around. After a night of memory-erasing mayhem at Stu's bachelor party, the three amigos have to run around on another morning-after adventure as they try to reconstruct the previous night's debauchery and locate Stu's missing brother-in-law. Whew, good times. The Hangover Part 2 scored a must-see 80% audience approval rating, which basically means that 4 out of 5 people gave this movie either 3.5 or 4 out of 4 stars, making a strong case for not reinventing the wheel with a sequel. Viewer feedback included comments like hilarious and gross and not as good as the first one, but still pretty funny. I think the bottom line here is that audiences really like these 3 characters because they're the 3 best friends that anyone could ever have. And even though the territory is familiar, we enjoy watching them pick up the pieces from the night before. But don't take my word for it. You be the critic. I'm Matt. Most people can pronounce my last name, Myers, and enjoy the show.